Guys, welcome back here to the hillside for a very exciting harvest episode. And if you look around, you can tell there's a chill in the air. The sky is gray, the leaves are gone. We had a tremendous amount of rain yesterday. The temperatures have dropped significantly. And next week, we're going to get temperatures barely above freezing the rest of the week. So I need to go ahead and start pulling some of my vegetables out from the last of my garden beds. All right, so these are some carrots. I have some beets. I have some other things to show you. So let's go ahead and do a nice fall harvest video here on the hillside. So if you see here, these are some absolutely giant mustard greens. These are Florida giants. So here are some other mustard greens. Definitely need to harvest these before the nice cool frost is going to destroy them. So definitely want to harvest those fresh. But check this out, this pepper plant, I left it for dead. We picked tons and tons of peppers off this. And I thought it was just not going to do anything else. But look, all these peppers, they may or may not be usable. However, I might pull some of those out or not. I might just add it to the compost. Either way, it's going to be gone here pretty soon. So let's go and show you what else I have left growing here in the garden. All right, so what we've been waiting for all along, the carrot harvest reveal. So this jumbled mat of carrots are two different varieties. One is the Uzbek gold or Uzbek yellow carrot. Those are from Baker Creek, an heirloom variety. And this is an orange variety that is way, way overplanted. I never thinned it out. So I said, you know what, just let it go and see what happens. And you know what, I might get something out of it. If not, like I said, the carrot tops will be harvested and fed to the rabbits, who absolutely love them, by the way. So if you grow carrots, don't throw them out. Add them at least to the compost, or even better, give them to your animals, who will absolutely love them and turn them into a better source of compost. So without further ado, let's check out these carrots. All right, so check this out. These Uzbek yellow carrots, obviously far too closely planted, but you know what? I had some other things going on this summer and I didn't have time to thin my carrots out. Everyone says you should thin your carrots out. I understand that. This side is a little bit better thinned. If you can look right here, pull some of these weeds out of the way. These are the tops of the carrots. Now they're a little bit green because of the sunlight. In a perfect world, I probably should have mounded these up, but check that out. Dude, that is an awesome carrot. Now this is normal to get a couple little hairs on it, little roots, fine roots. That's fine, no big deal. That's perfectly edible. But that to me, that's a pretty awesome carrot. So when you cook these, just cut the green part off. That was just like a green potato. You really don't want to eat that part. But this is a fine carrot. So I'm going to go ahead and pull some more and see if I can duplicate this awesome result. So let's see what else we can find. Well, guys, check that out. That's a pretty consistent little harvest there. Of course, you get a couple little bit of misshapen roots here. That's not a big deal. This nice raised bed, a nice loose, uncompacted soil. So these carrots, I'm pretty impressed. So I think I have figured out what is wrong. I've tried to grow carrots so many times, planting them in the spring. And I think the problem is it just gets too hot here, too fast in the spring, and they never have time to develop. They just get too hot. And the ones that do grow are bitter and tough. But planting these in late August, letting them grow until November, I think this is the trick right here. And as the cool temperatures, it actually increases the sweetness of the carrots. This is what I'm gonna do. So plant your carrots in the fall, okay? I think that'll be more successful for people in zone 6, zone 7. If you have a very hot, humid summer, carrots will not like it. However, they will tolerate the cooler temperatures of fall much better than other vegetables. So definitely plant your carrots in the fall for awesome results such as this. So just to see, let's pull a couple of these little orange carrots. I don't expect to see very good results. Let's pull a couple of these up and then check out some of the beets I have over here mixed in with the mustard greens. All right, so let's go ahead and do that right now. All right, so these carrots, I said, are way overplanted. I just kind of had some extra seeds and threw them all in. And this is just a jumbled mess of carrot greens. There are a couple carrots that look like they may have something on them. Yeah, that's fine. Nice little carrot right there, but nothing like the Uzbek, the ones that were more spaced out like they were supposed to be. These are just, like I said, way too crowded in here. These may be just a fodder crop for the animals at this point, quite honestly. But these little baby carrots in here, if you can ever get them out, they're very, very crowded. That's fine. These would be nice little sweet little baby carrots. So yeah, I mean, if you want to have smaller carrots, plant them closer. Not a big deal. They're still very edible. They're going to be great as well. So let's go ahead and look at some beets. All right, so this is just some mustard greens I planted more as a green manure cover crop, just to kind of give some recharge to this bed. It's been heavily used, but they're very much edible. So when you plant cover crops, grow cover crops you can eat. So it's a dual purpose, right? But right here, kind of mixed in with all this are some beets I planted. Now, I don't have much experience growing beets, so let's see what I've been able to manage to pull out of here. Okay, it's not terribly huge. I guess that's going to be edible. Beet greens actually is what this vegetable was grown for originally. That was never really eaten as a bulb or the root here. This is more for animal fodder, but beet greens are absolutely delicious. They're in the spinach family, so cook those down. And I've recently tried a couple recipes with the beets. Still kind of growing on me, still trying it out, but all in all, for very little input in this bed here, pull another one, see what I can get. Yeah, see, that's pretty small. Not a big deal. Now this is just kind of some old seeds like I had. But again, planting your seeds in the fall here seems to be the ticket, because I've tried to grow beets before. This one's really in there. Yeah, so this is about typical size we're getting. Maybe a little bit smaller than a golf ball, but not a big deal. There you go, some nice healthy beets. Wash those greens up. And yeah, so I think maybe the trick is planting your carrots and your beets in the fall. And some of these seem a little bit woody, kind of hard. Probably should have already been harvested, but you know what? That's not a big deal. Worst case, I chop these up and they're part of the cover crop. I can work back into this bed and be ready for spring. So hopefully you guys enjoyed this quick little harvest video. It's another beet. This one's a little better. It's a little nicer beet there. So if you grow beets and you have some better advice than I do, feel free to leave some comments down below, as I'm just still learning how to grow beets, and quite honestly, I'm not sure if I even like to really eat beets for that matter. So these might just be animal food and or green manure cover crop for this raised bed. So hopefully where you're at, you had a great season, as this season here on the hillside comes to an end. There's always another growing season right around the corner. So don't forget to grow some stuff indoors. If you have some grow lights, grow some lettuce, grow some edible microgreens if that's your thing. But you know what? It won't be too long until springtime comes around. We're back here on the hillside planting once again. So I hope you guys enjoyed this. Until next time, guys, get out there, get your hands dirty, have some fun, stay warm, and we'll see you next growing season. Until then, see you guys.